Archangel Michael says, there is a silent distance between you and the one who lingers in your heart. Both of you feel the ache, but pride and fear keep the words locked inside. Tonight, heaven reveals the truth that neither of you has been able to say out loud. The bond between you is undeniable, yet walls have been built brick by brick through hesitation. Every time you want to speak, your chest tightens, and you hold back again. The other feels the same weight, longing to reach for you, but stopping just before they do. In the silence, your souls still whisper to each other, aching for closeness. You dream of them, they dream of you, and even in the waking hours, their spirit finds its way into your thoughts. That's why you can't move on, because the connection is deeper than this pause. A storm brews when two hearts burn with love but refuse to open the door fully. Heaven sees your hurt, your tears, and your sleepless nights where you replay what could have been. This message comes now because the time of holding back is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The truth is, your person checks on you more than you realize, though quietly, from afar. They may pretend they are strong without you, but their soul trembles when your name appears. They miss you, and it gnaws at them in silence, leaving them restless. You two carry the same weight, pretending you are fine, but deep inside you feel broken. Every memory of them plays like a haunting melody you cannot silence. Both of you have built a cage around your feelings, but the keys are still in your hands. Heaven warns you not to ignore this divine connection any longer. The hurt you feel isn't punishment, it is proof of love waiting for release. Your tears are seeds, and when you let your guard down, those seeds will bloom into healing. Archangel Michael says, love never disappears, it only waits for courage to open the door again. And that courage is rising inside both of you. The silence is breaking, and heaven is arranging moments to pull you closer than before. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Their heart aches for you, even in moments when they smile at others. Behind that mask lies the longing they hide so well. If you could see inside their chest, you'd find your name engraved across every beat. They wonder if you still care, if you still feel their absence, if you still ache like they do. And though no questions are spoken, heaven confirms the answer, yes. Every sigh, every restless night proves it. Your holding back has only made the bond stronger, because silence magnifies what words could never contain. Every pause has only been a delay, not an ending. The universe has tied you together too tightly for separation to win. So now, your story shifts. The doors that were once shut are about to creak open. Soon, one word, one glance, one step forward will tear down the walls built between you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The energy between you has grown unbearable, too heavy for both of you to carry. You feel it in your chest, the ache that refuses to fade. They feel it too, though they hide it behind distractions. But distractions cannot silence destiny. No matter how far you drift, heaven pulls you back. That invisible thread between your souls refuses to break. Every time they think of letting go, something reminds them of you. A song, a number, a place, it all points back to your connection. And every time you try to move forward, your heart still whispers their name. Archangel Michael says, this bond is being healed now. The heavens are tired of seeing you both suffer, holding back what was always meant to be expressed. The release is near, and with it, healing beyond what you imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The silence between you has grown louder than words. Each day that passes without reaching out feels like another chain wrapped around your heart. Yet even in that silence, the pull between you refuses to die. Both of you replay conversations that never happened, words left unsaid, and moments that slipped through your fingers. It is like living in two different worlds while your souls scream for one another. You ache, and so do they, but both of you stay frozen. The pain you feel is not one-sided, it reflects in them like a mirror. Heaven reveals the tears they've hidden from others, the moments when your absence burned a hole inside them. They cover it well, but the truth is, they feel just as broken. The delay, the hesitation, the pride, it has only built higher walls around a love that longs to be free. And now the heavens are pushing both of you toward a breaking point, because what is hidden can no longer remain silent. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There are nights when they lie awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying your voice in their mind. They feel the ghost of your laughter, the warmth of your presence, and they ache for it again. But fear makes them retreat, even when love pushes them forward. You feel that same tug in your spirit, don't you? The sudden heaviness, the sharp ache, the thought that comes without warning, it is because their soul calls out to you. This is why you can never truly escape them. The pain is proof of how real this connection is. If it were not deep, if it were not divine, it would not cut so sharply. The distance itself has become a teacher, showing both of you how precious this love really is. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven does not waste love stories that were written with such care." This is not an ending, but a pause designed to test the strength of your hearts. The ache you feel is only the birth of a greater reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They scroll through old memories, messages, or even places that remind them of you, but they do it quietly, in secret. To the world, they act strong and detached, but heaven sees their longing. They are hurting in ways they cannot confess. You, too, put on a brave face, pretending the silence does not sting. Yet when the night is quiet, and the world sleeps, their absence comes crashing down. You ache for them, and your tears prove how much your soul still belongs to them. The universe has been sending signs to both of you, numbers, dreams, sudden waves of emotion, reminders that this story is not finished. Every synchronicity is a thread heaven weaves, pulling you back together. Do not dismiss it. The truth is, neither of you can live peacefully while pretending this love isn't real. Holding back has only caused suffering, and heaven is tired of watching both of you bleed silently. Something has to shift, and it will, sooner than you think. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your reunion has already been set in motion, though neither of you sees it yet. Small steps, small choices, and unexpected turns are guiding you back toward one another. The bond is too strong to be left unfinished. Imagine their face when your name comes alive in their world again. Imagine the trembling in their chest when they hear your voice. This is what heaven is preparing, a moment where hesitation breaks and truth pours out. You will notice changes in their energy, a softness in their actions, a signal in their words. They are tired of carrying the silence too. Just as much as you ache, they ache, and soon the walls will no longer hold. Archangel Michael says, trust the process, for heaven does not create bonds only to let them rot in silence. Love always finds a way to rise again, especially when it was written in divine ink. What you miss is coming back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The ache has stretched long enough, and heaven can no longer stay silent. Both of you feel like shadows of yourselves, wandering through life with a missing piece. That missing piece is each other, and the pull is undeniable. There are moments when you both reach for your phone, about to type something, but then you stop. Fear of rejection, fear of vulnerability, fear of reopening old wounds, it all makes you freeze. And yet, the longing grows stronger each time. Your silence is not indifference. Your distance is not forgetfulness. It is love, overflowing but trapped, aching to be released before it consumes you both. The universe is shifting the energy between you, pushing both of you to a point where silence will no longer be possible. Heaven is calling for movement, and when the moment arrives, the floodgates will open. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They see signs of you everywhere they go, though they pretend they don't notice. It might be a song, a name, a sudden thought at the exact time they once heard your voice. These signs are reminders from heaven that they cannot erase you. You also feel those sudden waves, don't you? The heaviness in your chest, the warmth in your spirit, the thought of them that refuses to leave. That is not coincidence, it is their soul reaching for yours. Both of you have mastered the art of pretending. Pretending you are strong, pretending you have moved on, pretending you do not feel the sting of absence. But heaven knows the truth, the hurt is too deep to be ignored. The tears they hide from the world are known in heaven. The sleepless nights you endure are seen. The pain has been enough, and that is why heaven is preparing a release neither of you can resist. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. When two hearts are tied by heaven, no distance can undo it. That is why no matter how far you run, their memory returns. That is why even if they hide, they still feel you inside them. You think of them before sleep, and they think of you upon waking. You feel their absence in silence, and they feel yours in the loudest of moments. The ache is shared, mirrored, reflected in every heartbeat. Holding back has caused cracks in your soul, but those cracks are about to be filled with light. The pain you feel is the breaking of the old, making space for the new beginning. This is not the end, it is the shift toward truth. Archangel Michael says, heaven is ready to heal this wound. The silence between you will not last forever, because love written in divine timing cannot be erased. You are being prepared for the moment of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. There will be a message, a call, or an encounter that feels like destiny. It will come when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it most. And when it does, the silence will crumble like glass. Your hearts will tremble, because this time, words will be spoken that were buried for too long. The truth will pour out like water breaking through a dam. And all the nights of ache will finally have meaning. They will admit, perhaps in broken words, that they missed you. That no matter how they tried, no one else could touch their heart the way you did. And heaven will watch as the chains of silence break. The love you thought was lost will shine brighter than ever. Because now, it comes with lessons learned, scars healed, and courage born from the ache. The story will not repeat its old wounds, but write a new chapter of strength. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The heaviness in your chest is not just yours, it belongs to them too. When you cry in silence, their soul trembles. When they ache behind closed doors, your spirit feels the echo. This is why you cannot shake their presence. They live inside you, just as you live inside them. No matter how many days pass, the invisible thread still binds you tightly. They may try to act like life goes on, but heaven shows their truth. They replay your words in their mind, again and again, wondering what could have been. It haunts them, and it hurts them more than they can admit. The truth is, holding back is costing both of you more pain than speaking ever could. Heaven is urging that this silence will not last much longer. Destiny is circling closer, preparing to intervene. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. There are places they cannot walk without feeling you. There are nights they cannot sleep without dreaming of you. You are stitched into their being, and no amount of distance can undo that. You, too, feel this longing rise at unexpected hours. Sometimes it feels like a wave crashing, other times like a whisper in the dark. But always, it pulls you back to them. The hurt of holding back has taught both of you something sacred. It has shown that love, when true, will not dissolve in silence. It only waits, stronger and more powerful when finally released. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has kept record of every tear, every ache, every word you swallowed. None of it was wasted. All of it was preparation for the day when truth is no longer hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. A shift is coming, unexpected, unstoppable. Something will trigger the courage that both of you have been denying yourselves. The silence will end, and with it, the ache will break. When it happens, your heart will pound as if it knows destiny has arrived. Their voice will tremble, yours will too, but both of you will feel relief in finally speaking. Love will finally breathe again. The bond between you will feel like it never left, only paused. Time apart cannot erase what heaven writes in eternity. You will feel like you are finally home in each other. The hurt will fade, replaced by warmth that no silence can steal again. The universe will restore what hesitation tried to destroy. This love will be reborn stronger, deeper, untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They carry regrets heavy on their shoulders, though they never admit it. They wonder why they held back, why they let silence rule over love. Heaven shows their hearts screaming in the background, longing for you. And you, too, regret every moment wasted in pride. You replay the times you could have spoken but didn't, and it stings. The what-ifs linger, but heaven whispers that your chance is not gone. This reunion is not by chance, it is divine order. The pain had to happen so you would never again take love for granted. The ache was the teacher, but now healing is the reward. The signs will grow stronger in the coming days. Dreams will become more vivid, your spirit will feel restless, and heaven will make it impossible to ignore what is unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The silence has lasted too long, and the weight is crushing both of you. Every moment apart feels like punishment, yet neither of you dares to break it. The pain is shared, even if unspoken. Your heart aches because it knows the truth. Their soul aches because it mirrors yours. And together, this ache becomes a language of love waiting for release. They sit quietly, but their mind screams your name. You act strong, but your spirit longs for their touch. The universe sees through both of your masks, exposing the love hidden in your silence. This is why heaven is stepping in now. The bond cannot remain unspoken forever. Soon, the walls you've built will crumble, and what has been held back will finally pour out. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. There are moments when they almost reach for you, but something pulls them back. Fear, pride, doubt, it holds them hostage. Yet, even in their hesitation, they whisper your name under their breath. You do the same, don't you? You hold yourself back, but your chest burns with unspoken words. Heaven watches as both of you dance around the truth, circling each other without touching. But the distance has not destroyed the connection. Instead, it has made the longing more unbearable. The ache grows heavier each day, and it is becoming too much for either of you to carry. Archangel Michael says, heaven does not allow true love to die in silence. The hurt is not the end, it is the fuel that will ignite your reunion. Both of you are being drawn back together. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The nights have been the hardest. They feel your absence most when the world is asleep. That is when they remember the sound of your laughter, the way your presence filled the air. You two lie awake, restless, replaying the past. Every detail returns, the way their eyes held you, the warmth of their hand, the way time bent when you were together. It hurts because it mattered. The silence is not emptiness, it is pressure building. One word, one message, one step forward will break it open. When it does, the relief will be overwhelming. Both of you will realize how much energy was wasted in holding back. Love will rush in like a river breaking through a dam. It will drown the pain, washing everything clean. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The truth is, they have never stopped caring. Every time they tried to bury the feelings, they only grew stronger. And heaven reveals that you, too, have never stopped holding them inside you. This is why no one else feels the same. This is why no matter how far you run, your heart still circles back to them. You are written into each other's story. The signs will not stop until you face the truth. You may see their name, hear their song, or feel their energy suddenly. These are not coincidences, they are heaven's way of reminding you that this is not over. And when destiny steps in, both of you will be unable to resist. The silence will end, and the reunion will begin. Love will finally find its voice. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The pain of silence is carving both of your hearts into fragile pieces. It is not because love has faded, it is because love has been trapped too long. Every unspoken word becomes a weight, pressing harder with each day. They walk through life pretending, but inside they ache for you. You carry the same mask, but your soul trembles at the thought of them. Heaven knows this truth: both of you are suffering because you refuse to let go of pride. Love is not meant to be hidden like this. Love is meant to breathe, to speak, to touch, to heal. The longer you both hold back, the louder heaven calls for release. The moment is coming when you can no longer deny the pull. The silence will shatter, and with it, the years of pain will melt into a single embrace. That is the promise heaven makes tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. They imagine what it would feel like to hear your voice again. They picture your smile, and it breaks them that they cannot see it in person. Their spirit longs for what their body resists. You do the same, replaying moments in your head like a film that never ends. Sometimes you smile at the memory, other times you cry. But always, you feel the truth: they are still part of you. This is not just nostalgia. It is destiny reminding you of what remains unfinished. Love does not ache this much unless it is meant to be revived. Archangel Michael says, your story is far from over. The threads of your fate are still entwined, and the silence will be broken by divine timing. Heaven is already preparing the moment of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You may try to convince yourself that moving on is possible. You may try to bury the feelings under distraction. But heaven reveals the truth: you cannot run from a love like this. They have tried too. They have put on the mask, smiled for the world, and convinced themselves they are fine. But when the night comes, their heart whispers your name. The ache of holding back has become unbearable. Both of you are tired of pretending. Heaven sees the cracks forming, and soon those cracks will give way to truth. The reunion will not be soft, it will be powerful. It will shake both of you, breaking down walls you thought would stand forever. And in that breaking, you will find freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They miss you in ways they cannot say out loud. You feel the same, but fear keeps you silent. Yet heaven whispers that the fear is fading, replaced by courage rising from the ache. Soon, words will spill like water breaking through stone. The silence will collapse, and both of you will finally speak what you have held back. The weight will lift, and love will pour through. The pain you feel now will be the fuel for joy later. Every tear will become a seed of laughter. Every ache will be replaced with warmth. Heaven promises that love will win this battle. The silence has only delayed the inevitable. It cannot destroy what is destined. Love is stronger than hesitation. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The silence has turned into a storm inside both of you. It rages in your chest, it echoes in your mind, and it refuses to let you rest. The truth is simple: you miss each other too much to keep pretending. Every time they think of letting go, something pulls them back to you. A memory, a sign, a dream, it all reminds them that you are not finished. And every time you try to push them away, heaven sends a whisper that they are still yours. Love this powerful cannot stay hidden forever. It is like fire under glass, waiting for the moment when the pressure becomes too much. And when it bursts, nothing will be able to stop it. Both of you feel that moment coming. It is why the ache grows heavier, why the nights feel longer, why the silence feels unbearable. Heaven is moving closer to breaking the chains between you. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They see your face in their dreams, and it lingers when they wake. They hear your voice in their mind, soft but steady. They wonder if you feel it too, though they will not say it out loud. You feel their pull in the middle of the day, in the quiet hours, in moments you least expect. Suddenly, they are there in your heart, and you cannot explain why. That is not coincidence, it is divine alignment. The pain of holding back has been your shared burden. But now it is becoming too heavy for either of you to carry. Something must break, and that breaking will bring freedom. Archangel Michael says, your connection is eternal. Silence may delay it, but it cannot erase it. The time of waiting is ending, and soon, words will replace the ache. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. They think of what they would say if they had the courage. They rehearse the words in their mind but never let them leave their lips. Fear has held them captive for too long. You, too, keep replaying the conversations that never happened. You imagine their response, you feel your chest tighten, and you stop yourself before trying. But the desire has not left, it has only grown. The universe has given both of you countless chances. But heaven knows this silence had to exist first, so you could see how much you truly mean to one another. Pain was the lesson, but love is the reward. The shift will come when neither of you can hold back anymore. The pressure will break, and the love hidden in silence will rise like fire. When it happens, both of you will know destiny is at work. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Your souls are tired of pretending. They want to rest in each other's presence again. They want to breathe, to laugh, to feel the comfort they once knew. The ache is proof that love still lives. The longing is proof that it is not over. Heaven is simply waiting for you both to surrender the fear. When you finally let go of pride, the healing will come. The silence will no longer matter. Only love will remain. And when that moment arrives, it will feel like coming home. Because you were never meant to be apart. Only meant to learn what silence could never take away. Type Amen to get blessing 3030.